Guys, the government has made it extremely difficult for plaintiffs such as yourselves to get compensation for pain and suffering after a car accident in Ontario. Let me explain. So first and foremost, there's something called the threshold, okay? The threshold only applies to your pain and suffering, general damages, and in order for you to get compensation for your pain and suffering, you need to have sustained a serious and permanent impairment of an important physical, mental, or psychological function. So, in other words, you need to be prevented from doing your significant or important daily activities, for example, working. However, if you stay off of work, the challenge, this is the challenge with the situation, is that you have to live off the income replacement benefit, which is a maximum of $400 a week. How on earth can you pay your bills in 2025 off $400 a week? It is literally impossible. The income replacement benefit hasn't been updated in years, guys. So, of course, you're going to have to eventually, once you're even remotely capable of doing so, return to work. Otherwise, you are going to be on the street. So the threshold is a very, very big challenge for plaintiffs in motor vehicle accidents. But even if you are able to meet the threshold test, you know, your personal injury lawyer is a strong advocate. He or she gets the reports. You stay at home somehow from work. You don't do anything outside of the house. You are just living in your basement, for example. Even if you have that, you meet that disability test, then you still have the deductible. The deductible is the second hurdle that the government has imposed on plaintiffs in motor vehicle accidents for their general damages, their pain and suffering. It is $47,000. So if you still meet the threshold test of a serious and permanent impairment, you still have a 47. Can you imagine a 40? And this goes up, by the way, this goes up every year. 40 in 2025, it's just around $47,000 that you will have to give up on your pain and suffering / general damages compensation. So this is the way the insurance lobby has really stuck it to the plaintiffs who are not even at fault for an accident. They're sitting at a red light, they get rear-ended, T-bone, left-hand turn. There's so many different things that are wrong with this situation for plaintiffs, and it's very, very difficult. And that's why you might find it hard, challenging to find legal representation if all you have is a pain and suffering general damages claim, guys. So anyway, two major hurdles, the threshold, the deductible. They make it very difficult for you as plaintiffs to get compensated in a motor vehicle accident in Ontario. If there's any questions, speak to a personal injury lawyer. You're welcome to send me a message if you have questions about it. But those are the hurdles that you need to overcome in order to get compensated for pain and suffering.